Hello there.
It's a van build video.
Might be worthwhile if I show you the plan first.
So a quick rundown of what the plan is. This obviously isn't an electrician's diagram by any means, but you will get the idea. You will, I know you will. So we're starting off with the starter battery, which we already have connected with 35mm cable, going through the 80 amp fuse, and that is coming to a positive bus bar, and that positive bus bar is going to relay the power through to the DC to DC charger. And then from there, that is going to have a fuse going to protect the leisure battery, but that's going to power the leisure battery and charge that. And then the leisure battery is going to have a safety cutoff switch, which it does already have, but that safety cutoff switch is going to be fused, and that is going to power the fuse box, and also it's going to have a separate fuse. It's going to power the inverter. So from there, that is going to power the switch panels, the mini fridge, the diesel heater, and the plug socket when we put that in. Now this is in red because I'm going to leave the inverter for now. I'm going to put it in another time. But yeah, in short, the thing that we had before was the safety cutoff switch, but that is getting moved. And we didn't have the DC charger, so that is getting sorted out now. So with all of this, the inverter, the leisure battery, the DC charger, and the starter battery are all going to head to the negative bus bar as well. So we've got that discharge and circuit complete. So that's the plan. Let's see how we get on.
So you get yourself one leisure battery, you've got a DC to DC charger, bus bars, heat shrink tubes, ring terminal connectors, mega fuses, crimp connectors, some 16mm square cable, got an extraction fan motorized, voltage meter, electrical tape, some Velcro strips, a cat, and I forget what they're called, wire splitter things. And that's it. So that's all you need to do what I'm about to do, which is very unique to my situation and probably not yours. So not of a huge amount of help for you, but there might be a few bits that you can pick up along the way. It is 11:15 AM and we have 5 hours and 19 minutes until sunset. We've got quite a bit to do today on the van, so I'll show you what's what. Come on. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to get the calipers out, because we have, like I say, about 5 hours till sundown. So what I want to do is try and work out how much of a pain in the backside it is to get this boy fitted. I'm gonna have to take it off. I'm gonna have to split it first. Well, that'll do. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so just over 110. Come on. So up on the roof, there is already a wind-powered fan or vent there, and that is what we're going to be replacing. So what I need to understand is how to take this boy off, get it replaced with the other one. I suspect the diameter of this one, as we can see, I don't know if you can tell, it might be the same, it might not. So we might have to use the jigsaw and make this hole a bit larger. So let's see. Okay, and that's it. That's what we are working with right there. So just an Allen key, that'll come out. We can measure the hole and see if we can replace it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to remove the insulation which I'd previously, before I'd realised I had to, get a new fan and all that kind of stuff, I've used silicone and got it adhesive, and I've got it stuck up there. So unfortunately, I think this is going to have to come down as delicately as I can, enlarge that hole, get the fan fitted, put everything back to the way it was. There we go. We have daylight. So, question is this hole big enough? And I can almost guarantee, so this was the bit that came off from there, and it fits inside there, so you can almost guarantee that it's too big. Actually, if we just do that, we can see that this needs extending by probably a little bit. So I'll tell you what, first things first, let's get this removed and then we can access this properly. So I don't know if you can see me up there, but that is it, we're cleared. So current size of the hole is, so that is 80 millimeters wide, and this boy is 110. So a little bit of drilling to do. So I suspect the easiest way to go about this one is to stick on there, draw a line around it, and then drill through, probably using the jigsaw actually. Yeah, with the tools that I've got, that's probably going to be the best bet. And then we'll deburr it and get it sorted out. So that's it for now. That's the event fitted. We haven't done the electrics on it yet, but I'm going to move on to the circuit because that's what I'm more interested in a minute. I can get the fan wired up a bit later on, but for now, I don't know what time, I can't remember what time we started, but it is now 12:47 p.m. So we now have 3 hours and 47 minutes until sunset apparently. So most important thing, I'm gonna have a brew and a bite to eat so we don't start flagging. And I've done that before, is where I just tried to plow through without having a drink or something to eat, and I end up rushing things, I end up like getting it wrong, doing a bit of a bodge job, and then I get angry with myself that I didn't just take a little bit longer, spend a bit more time doing what I need to do. So yeah, I'm gonna do that first, move on to the electrics, and then we'll see where we're up to towards the end of the day. And this is where the fun begins. Look at that mess. And that is what we're going to attempt to sort out today. So, wish me luck. So the first thing that I'm going to do is get basically everything disconnected. You probably don't need to know this, but what we've got already is the solar panel charge controller. That will stay. The fuse box, that will stay as well, but we're going to tidy that up. We're going to get rid of the inverter, as we mentioned before, and this was the circuit board that the van came with originally. And on here you've got kind of smart battery split charging systems, and you've got a flat battery protection system and stuff like that there. And this is the stuff that I think just isn't quite working for my setup. So disconnect everything, and then we'll go with the plan that I've drawn up, and hopefully just make this a bit more tidier, manageable, and just a bit more efficient as well. So as you can tell now, it's all starting to get a little bit messy, but this is an organised chaos. So where we're at the minute is I've got the negative and positive bus bars fitted, solar charger and the battery charger kind of where I need them, and I've positioned where the inverter would go. It's probably going to go a bit more that way. So what we're doing at the minute is getting the battery charger connected up to the bus bar and stuff like that. And there's lots of little fiddly bits, like I've got to strip the end of that cable, stick this lug on there, get it wrapped with an insulator, plug that in, all sorts going on. But we're getting there slowly but surely. It is now 10 to 3. We have an hour and 44, so probably just enough time. And I'll check back in shortly. So it is now, whatever time, 17:06, and as you can see, it's basically night time, and it's also freezing. And this is where we got up to. So as you can see, it's still a jungle, it's still a bit of a mess, but it is a very organized mess. I know what's going on with this. I'll run you through it very quickly. So this is the negative coming from the front starter, and this is the that's coming from the start battery. So that's leading to the positive bar, negative bar up there, and then from the positive bar we've got up to the battery charger, and then the battery charger through the fuse to the leisure battery. So that's good, that will get that charging. We've also got the solar going through to the leisure battery as well, so that's also going to charge it. And then what I've done, but I've not yet tied it up, as you can tell, is I've got the leisure battery connected through a fuse to this safety switch, and that safety switch is what's going to power on the fuse box. What I am going to do is mount the safety switch that way around after drilling a hole through there, so I can turn it on and off when I'm inside the van, as opposed to trying to reach around. Lol. And we've got everything connected back up. So it is a bit of a mess, not gonna lie, but it is freezing cold, and I've got all this to tidy up yet. So I'm gonna do that, and then we can do the wire tidy up another time. So that's it for now. So tidied up outside. I put the diesel heater on because I'm freezing cold, and I thought I need to tidy up inside the van as well, so by the time I get in here it'll be nice and warm, and thankfully it is. And as you can tell, the lights are working, diesel heater's going, so that's good. I started up the van and the battery hasn't blown up, and the DC charger seems to be working. I'm just trying to connect via Bluetooth now, and it looks like it's a success. So it does seem to be charging, which is great news. It's exactly what we wanted. Well, it's a happy end to the day.
It is 8:54 AM and we are back at it again with the white van. So we had a bit of a successful time yesterday, fitting that DC charger and the motorized fan on the roof. It was way simpler than I expected it to be. And today I haven't really got a lot of time, going out later on to do Dungeons and Dragons and that. We've got Sarah's birthday, so haven't got a huge amount of time, so really I'm just going to try and get some bits tidied up this morning and see if I can get that motorized fan working as well. It was a fan that I got for about 25 quid or something like that, and it came with no instructions whatsoever. I had to go and find the same product on a different website that had an image that labeled the instructions on how to wire it up. So yeah, gonna try that. Wish me luck, and catch up with you shortly. So I don't know whether I said yesterday, but the whole
purpose of what we're doing here is this safety switch. So I think I mentioned that basically where the circuit is at the minute, I need to drill a hole through. That is going to poke through so I can access this from inside the van. So this whole thing that I'm doing here is basically just because of the side, you can see that how high this is raised. I need to kind of fit that through the hole, which leaves this whole kind of almost 2 inches, maybe 1.5, of kind of room at the back. So basically I've got to create a frame so that that can poke through to the other side, but it's supported by, you know, some sort of frame on the other side, and it's not going to move, because you don't want your electrics moving really. So that's what we're doing. And that now have some nice little holes, and I know where to drill. So there we go, it's in, and we can turn things on, and yeah, we got power coming in, lovely. And then you can turn it off, and then it all goes silent and quiet. So last thing to do on this one is just sand up the edge of the hole a little bit. This will all look nice eventually once I've got the stretch carpet on here. So we're moving on to the fan, and kind of running out of time a little bit, so I'm going to be fairly quick with this one. What are we on now? We're on 10:43, can you believe it? I had a bit of a mess up because I severed wire to the solar panels when I was fitting the safety switch back in, so I had to sort that. Anyway, so this is the fan, or like the clip, the inside of the fan anyway, with very little instructions. And as you can see, we've got a switch there for speed 1, speed 2, and then obviously neutral. 3 pins there. So what we're gonna have to do is pick and choose one of these boys that fits on there. Get those fitted onto the wires, insulated, fitted on that. First things first though, I'm gonna run a wire through from the switch panel. So from here, using this wire, I'll run it through and up here somewhere. It's going to come out, and then we're going to come out there as well. So I've drilled a little hole inside of that so I can fit the wires through nicely rather than having them come down. And yeah, see how quickly we can get this done. And then we have another thing set up now. So it's hanging off, as you can tell. But yeah, we've got the wiring done. It's not obviously tidy at all. Everything's everywhere. But it is all sorted out now. And if anybody has got one of these cheap ass little fan things, if you can tell me how you can get it to actually do twice the speed when you flick it onto that, that'd be great, because as far as I can see, there is one positive cable that runs to the fan, and that one positive cable is split into that switch, and as far as I can tell, there's no speed difference at all. So give that a shove on there, and don't know if you can hear that. The noise reduction will probably get rid of it, but that is working. It is doing something and spinning. So, and just switch that off. There we go. So that's the fan, that's the lights. Job's a good one. I'll leave it for now because we've still got quite a few things to do today. But overall, really good progress. So if I don't see you for a while, I will probably see you next time we go camping with Stu, which is next weekend. And at least with that, we will have reliable heat, we will have power, and we will have an extractor fan. So, bit of an improvement over last time anyway. I'll catch you in a bit. Have a good one.